So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K25 Next Gen. In today's video, we're back with another episode of our Trading Every Player rebuild series, and today it's going to be the OKC Thunder. I'm almost 100% positive you all know how these work, but just in case you do not, basically before year one, I have to trade away every single player that is currently on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, I have no say as my eyes will be closed while we're making the trades, and by the end of this video, we have to win a championship, and of course, nobody who's currently on the Thunder is allowed to come back to the team. Got a lot of requests to do the Thunder, and of course, that's why we are here doing them today. Let me know any other rebuild ideas down below in the comment section. Of course, slowly but surely making our way through the Trading Every Player rebuilds. We have the Curry era rebuilds, and I definitely want to get back into some challenges as well. So, you guys have been great with the ideas lately. Keep it up. Excited to see what you guys have for me. Let's get into this one. All right, here at the start of the 24-25 campaign, of course, before we kick off and start simulating any games, we have to trade away this entire team. And it is certainly going to be a bit painful, if you will, because this is obviously one of the more talented rosters in all of basketball. There's a lot of young talent on it, a lot of great contracts, and yeah, I'm just not looking forward to trading away guys like SGA. So I guess we'll just start out with the most painful one, 96 overall. Oh boy, 13 trade offers. It's actually not that bad. Typically with like the 90 plus overall superstars, you only get like 2 or 3, so 13 is pretty cool. That being said, there's probably some pretty bad ones. So I know I'm not going to get a player as good as SGA. Of course, you can see the eyes are closed right now. We will go ahead and scroll through this and we will stop right about now. And it is going to be okay. Oh. All right, you know what? That's not my favorite one in the world, but I can live with that because Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges is not nearly as bad as probably some of these other ones probably would have been. Like this, I would have thrown up. Maxey would have been fine. Well, a lot of these aren't actually well, Trae Young's in it. I can live with it. I can live with it. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, for Jalen Williams, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Probably not a deal the Thunder would ever consider, but it is the deal that we are making. Next up on the list is going to be Chet Holmgren. Now, do I want to combine him with another player and potentially, like, the game automatically put Hartenstein in that one? Yeah, I'll just let it rip because we do have, what, 25 offers here. So we'll scroll through these with the eyes closed. Chet Holmgren, of course, a rising star in the NBA. I accidentally stopped. My eyes are still closed, but I guess we'll just accept this one. And it is Evan Mobley. Oh, I can't trade Bridges. Can't take it. It's always been a rule. Unfortunate. And stop. And it is going to be Derek Lively and a first-round pick. Not my favorite. Now, Derek Lively is certainly a young, promising center, similar to Chet Holmgren. Not similar in terms of talent, similar, you know, age, contract, all that fun stuff. But, yeah, I'm taking Chet Holmgren 10 times out of 10. So, unfortunate, but not really, you know, anything that's too out of the realm of how 2K, I guess, just works most of the time. All right, Alex Caruso is going to be next. Made the trade 1-for-1, him and Josh Giddey in the offseason. Now a valued member of this Thunder team. Now, I'd like some trade offers here, 2K. Anybody? Okay. 26 different trade offers for Caruso. We will slowly but surely scroll our way through these. We're actually going to stop right now, and then we're actually going to go one to the left this time. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay, Grayson Allen and Tyus Jones, or it would have been Rob Will, and we gave up a first-round pick. This certainly isn't the worst trade in the world, but it's definitely not my favorite. So Hartenstein, we'll do him next, and since he's making 30+ mil, I'll actually combine him with like Case and Wallace. Young guy, rookie contracts. A lot of these teams like the Thunder that have a lot of rookie scale contracts, it makes a lot of sense to combine these with the guys that are making a little bit more money. So scroll through these until right now feels good. Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic. Welcome to Oklahoma City. Again, not the worst deal in the world. It's just not my favorite. Lou Dort, we'll move him along with Aaron Wiggins. Again, just moving 2 at a time just saves a lot of time, honestly. So 20 different offers for these two right here. We will hopefully get a good one. I'm feeling pretty good about this. We're going to stop right now. We're going to go one to the right. And that is going to be D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura, or it would have been Precious Achiuwa and Mitchell Robinson. It's actually not that bad just in terms of value. I know we have a lot of, you know, I guess bigger contracts on this team now, but I can live with a lot of these. Isaiah Joe, we'll do him and Jalen Williams. I don't hate this combo. I think they both could have been impactful players for us, but I love Thunder rebuilds. Like when I get to rebuild the normal roster just because there's a million draft picks, a lot of great contracts, a lot of young talent, and would have been nice. Stop. Aaron Wiggins, can't take him back, obviously, so we're going to continue to scroll, and we will stop now. Jordan Hawkins, Misi, welcome to the team. Again, it's just a bunch of role players. I mean, we're a pretty deep team right now. If you look at this, we lost a lot of, I guess, star power, if you will, but you know, I feel like we're making up for it in the depth we have. I mean, just look how many 81 overalls we have in this team already. So 23 offers for Jang and Williams, and these should be 2 of the final ones. I think we may have 2 or 3 other players, but they're probably not going to get me anything too crazy. So, and stop. And it is Mitchell Robinson and Cameron Payne. It could be worse. It certainly could be worse. Another 80-plus overall into the mix. I'll take it. All right, Topic, we're going to do him. I think Dylan Jones is actually the final guy because we don't do the two-way players. So, yeah, this is going to be it. Nikola Topic, Dylan Jones. For these two, we're going to have 22 different trade offers. I have no idea if it's going to be impactful or not, and we will stop the final time right now. And it is Jalen Hood-Schifino, Dalton Connect. Welcome to the team. It's actually not that bad. All right, let me just go through this one more time and just confirm that every single member who was currently on the Oklahoma City Thunder is no longer here. And I think we are all set. So, of course, the other unfortunate part of this and the rules that we've established for these rebuilds is that we can't make any other trades after we've traded away the entire team, at least until the first offseason. So I'm going to have to move around some positions. That is kind of obvious. And I'll just see you guys at the rotation. All right, we have traded away this entire team. We have obviously acquired an entire new group of players. We have moved around some positions, and we have finalized the rotation. Now, let me explain this to you the way I think it's going to make the most sense. Now, the starting five, probably not a lot of surprises in here. It is Jalen Brunson, Kobe White, Mikal Bridges, Rui Hachimura, and Derek Lively 1 through 5. Now, Hachimura obviously listed as a small forward, moved into the power forward spot. Overall, did not change really at all, which is nice, but shouldn't be any other major surprises. Bench unit, D'Angelo Russell is actually going to be my backup shooting guard. You'll see why in just a second, but he is a, I guess, more reliable six-man option than what we had to work with otherwise. Nikola Vucevic will be my backup center. Mitchell Robinson is actually listed as a power forward right now. I've moved his position from the 5 to the 4, and the reason for that is not because I think he spaces the floor better than somebody like a Nikola Vucevic. It is strictly an overall decision because his overall did not move down, where Vucevic's did. I don't know. Neither of which are great options at the 4 in today's NBA, but it's what we got to work with. Tyus Jones will be my backup point guard. Of course, that's why we moved D'Lo to the 2, and then Grayson Allen rounding out this 10-man rotation. So, again, all things considered, we're not in a terrible spot. I mean, we traded away a lot of talent, and maybe we didn't get as much star power, if you will, in return, but we have a lot of really quality depth with this team, and there's no doubt in my mind this team should be contending. I mean, I'd take the actual Thunder roster 10 times out of 10, but, you know, I think this team could do something. I'm excited to see. I will see you guys at the end of year 1. Year 1's over, and if I'm being honest with you, I'm not super excited or super pleased with the way this year went. We go 44-38, which, again, all things considered, is certainly not dog shit, but it's just not the standard that I want this team to be. Now, Luka Doncic is your MVP, Reza Shea Rookie of the Year. Jalen Williams somehow can't find a spot for him in the starting 5, so he's a 6-man. In New York, and he wins 6-man of the year. Wemby wins Depoy. Cade Cunningham, Most Improved, also wins Clutch Player of the Year. And Jason Kidd, 66-16 there in Dallas. So I have no idea where we're going to end up in the standings. We end up as the 6th seed, so I guess it's nice. And the fact that we're, you know, an actual playoff team, we avoid the plan. So that's certainly, I guess, a positive development. Now, we are going to be taking on the Phoenix Suns in round 1. Let's take a look here real quick here at the numbers. Jalen Brunson was super solid for us. Mikal Bridges, our number 2 option. Kobe White, Hachimura, D'Lo, Vucevic, Jones, Lively, Allen, and then Robinson. Now, rebounds per game led by Lively. It's just going to be Mr. Brunson. So, us in the Phoenix Suns here in round 1 have had a really strong start to their season in real life. I forgot. Did I trade them Caruso? I forget who I traded Caruso to, but that's a fantastic pickup in my opinion. I just don't really. I mean, this is like basically 3 shooting guards playing 1 through 3. Nonetheless, Kevin Durant there as well. They're obviously super talented, and I'm a little nervous to be completely honest with you. That being said, we're 2-2 right now, so down 3-2, and I got way too ahead of myself, and we lose the series in 6. So. Disappointing, but not necessarily. Really, does this game like Anthony Edwards? I couldn't tell. I couldn't, and yeah, that one really hurts as well. Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves, I believe we're up 3-0, and then somehow that series went to 7 games, but they won it all anyways. All right, LeBron, calling it a career, CP3, Lowry, Horford, Mike Conley, a lot of names there, man. Hall of Fame, jersey retirements, draft lottery. Now, I know it's going to say we probably have like every single pick under the sun. The Jazz pick, I don't think we're supposed to have. The Clippers pick, we do have. Let me just double check all these. It doesn't even say we have the Jazz. All right, I know we're supposed to have the Clippers pick, so that's fine. Okay, staff signing. I'm a fan of Mark Daigneault. I think he's a quality NBA head coach. We're going to hang on to him even if we had a disappointing season. And let's look what we're seeing and working with here in the draft. So we have 18 from the Miami Heat, 20 from the 76ers, and then number 12 in round 2. So, I mean, we have a lot of assets right now, and I might consider a couple different deals, but I'm certainly not going to use all those draft picks this year. We're pulling off a pretty big blockbuster deal here with the Utah Jazz. It is Mikal Bridges, number 8, number 18, and Grayson Allen all going to Utah for the number 2 overall selection, and Lauri Markkanen. Now, this was a surprise. I didn't think we were going to get an offer this significant, and when it came to my attention, it was just simply too good to pass up. So, welcome to the team, Lauri Markkanen. Also now have the number 2 overall selection, which, again, totally cool with me. So I will probably not use that pick. I know we already have just a lot of future draft picks kind of just tangled up and committed, but we don't really need number 20 right now. We have a lot of depth with this group, but we will use the number 2 overall pick. So Nolan Traore actually going number 1 overall, which means if I want Cooper Flagg, he's basically mine. And I feel like it's been a minute since I've gotten Cooper Flagg. So, you know what? Welcome to the team, Cooper. I don't really know. I mean, for Mikal Bridges, too, I guess, you know, one decently high pick, one late round pick, and Grayson Allen. We get Cooper Flagg and Larry Marketing. Kind of an insane steal, in my opinion. All 3 of these guys will be brought back. Qualifying offers, nope, because we do not qualify or trade the two-way players. Now, free agency here, I think we have a couple names, most notably D'Angelo Russell, who was a 1-year, roughly $5.5 million offer from the Denver Nuggets. So, I mean, we're already basically in cap hell. There's no reason for me to try to get out of this at all. So we're going to bring him back. Tyus Jones is unfortunately going to be entering unrestricted free agency, and it does not appear that we have any sort of bird rights on him. So I'll check and just double make sure that we do not have any rights on him. I do not think the game is going to let me bring him back. That's Trey Jones, numbnuts. No, I cannot. All right, we're going to make some more trades. Oh, baby. Big trade with the Philadelphia 76ers. It is for Tyrese Maxey, and, you know, maybe on paper it's a decent amount to give up, but it's Tyrese Maxey at the end of the day. I'm taking that 10 times out of 10. So I know Maxey's a guy I get from time to time, and I certainly like to expand my palette in terms of the guards that I trade for, but I tried to actually trade, I'm not even kidding, not for Lillard or Trae Young, but from Halliburton up, I tried for every single name and giving up every single combination of pretty much everything I had to offer, and unfortunately none of it was going through. So, yep, I am going to take Tyrese Maxey again. Him and Jalen Brunson in the same backcourt. Might be a little bit undersized, but end of the day, it's 2K. More star power typically always ends up working out well. So, let's just see where we're at right now. Kobe White or D'Lo. I'll actually probably move D'Lo to the backup point guard spot. Maybe his more natural position. We are obviously paying a lot of money for D'Lo, so not my favorite. But I'm actually going to let Dalton Connect play behind Cooper Flagg. We obviously moved Markin into the 4, him and Hachimura. And then Derek Lively, Vaz Missy? Why the hell not? I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. Last year kind of sucked. We were in the playoffs as a 6 seed, went to 6 games in the first round, but we just were never actually a contender. Now, this offseason, we made a couple pretty big moves. We have 3 new starters in this lineup with Maxey, Flagg, and Markin, and that, of course, being next to our superstar here with Jalen Brunson and our really strong center, Mr. Derek Lively. Bench unit took a little bit of a hit. I'm not going to deny that, but that is obviously something you give up to take and bring in some star power. It's cool with me. It is going to be Kobe White, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect. I think it's Yves Misi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But as our backup center. And yeah, I expect to be a lot better this season and hopefully a true contender. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Much better second season for us here in OKC. It is 58-24 as the final regular season record. And hopefully we are in the driver's seat here in the West. But, you know, again, a lot of teams win 60-plus games, so who knows. Luka wins another MVP. Cooper Flagg does win Rookie of the Year for us. Impressive, especially considering how much other star power is around him on this roster. I'll take it. Amen Thompson, your 6th man of the year. Wemby, another depoy. Anybody surprised about that? I am not. Alex Sarr, most improved. Steph Curry, clutch player of the year in 66-16. Gives Dallas likely the 1 seed, and Jason Kidd a coach of the year. So we are the 2 seed here. We'll be facing a playing team, which of course is very nice. And yeah, maybe we're going to end up being in the West Finals, maybe the NBA Finals. All right, let's look over some of the numbers. Now, the scoring has certainly, you know, changed a bit just because the layout of the team has obviously changed drastically. But Maxey, Brunson, Markkanen, Flagg, White, Russell, Lively, Hachimura, Misi. I misconnect. I'm sorry. Lively leads us in boards, and assist is going to be Brunson. So, first round of the Western Conference playoffs, it is us and the Sacramento Kings. You know, a talented team. I just think we're a lot better. You know, nothing against De'Aaron Fox or Domantas Sabonis, even DeMar. We're just a lot better. So, okay, that being said, we drop game 1. Do win game 2 on our home floor, and 3, and 4, and we end up, no, thank you, winning the series in 6. Now, moving on to the Denver Nuggets here in the second round. Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, obviously, you know, both big-time playoff players, NBA champions, and they have the best player in the series. There's no doubt about that, but I think we are a better team, a more well-balanced team, if you will. We are 2-2, up 3-2 in the West Finals, taking on Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, I'll take it. Let's take a look at this Mavericks team. Luka, Kyrie, what the fuck? How does Jimmy Butler get here? And Draymond Green, and I forgot I traded them Chet Holmgren. How did I not piece that together when I got Derek Lively? The fact that I traded Chet Holmgren to already be with, you know, Luka in this. How is this even possible? That is, we're not winning this series. I like to be confident in, you know, the fucking Pistons are in the finals. I like to assume the best when I'm doing these things, but there's just, wow, they took him to 7. There was no way we were beating that team. There was that is a god squad if I've ever seen one. So yeah, which means we might have to push a little harder, I guess, this offseason. I'm not really sure what that would kind of look like, but we need to do something. Mark Daigneault is a coaching free agent, if you will. And there are certainly some talented coaches here. There's no doubt about that. Ime sitting here as well. I like me some Ime Udoka. Mark Daigneault, like I don't think he deserves to lose his job. I think he should be re-signed and should be paid. But I would not be doing, a good job if I didn't offer Mike Stauffer, if I didn't offer my GOAT, Joe Mazzulla, and then I'll also offer Daigneault. So if Daigneault accepts, I'll probably bring him back. But, if he tries to take offers out elsewhere, Mazzulla's tentative, so I know Stauffer just has such better ratings, but I get Stauffer so much, and Daigneault doesn't really deserve to lose his job. So, all right, up to the 2026 NBA draft. That's insane to say out loud. We have 4 draft picks. I might try to move up and just draft maybe a little bit higher. Like, who was like the 6th or 7th overall pick? All right, Sixers, Rockets. Hopefully one of these teams is dumb enough to take all of my, I don't want to call it garbage, but yeah, like the Sixers. If I give you 11, 25, all this. No. And then how about some seconds? Okay, cool. All right, so now we are working with the 6th overall selection. Again, we're not going to get a star here or anything like that, but Chris Sanak, position of need potentially for us, says he's a 78 overall center. Out of LSU, welcome to the team. I don't know if he'll play or not, but he is now here. He's actually 76, not the end of the world. All right, Lively, Connect, Misi, all going to be brought back. Qualifying offers, we have none. And then free agency, I don't think we have a lot of expiring. I know we have, Kobe White, Hachimura. Hopefully we have the money to bring back both these guys, because if not, we are maybe in a little bit of trouble. But I anticipate one other upgrade before we kick off year 3. I'm looking to make a little bit of an upgrade at our starting center spot. Ultimately, there's nothing wrong with Derek Lively. He is filling his role and doing his job very, very well. But if you take a look at that Dallas team, they're so loaded that I need to bring in as much star power as humanly possible. Now, D'Lo and Chris Sanak are both in this deal. Money work, valuable young player. I also have some draft picks I can include in this, and thank you very much, Sacramento. So, Sabonis and Lively are going to be my 2 centers. Misi probably going to be traded for a backup point guard, unless there's any, no, there's no good options there. So, I'm not sure what point guard options I'm going to have for roughly $3 million, but, hopefully there's somebody out there that's somewhat decent enough. Or shooting guard, because, of course, Kobe White can also play the 1 if he has to. So, I'm honestly not loving any of these. I am just going to go player finder, point guard / shooting guard, $3.5 million, which again, not going to be a very long list, but hopefully whoever is the best player there is able to be traded for. Let's just see who's under contract, because none of these guys are. Oh my God. They're literally all just free agents. Colby Jones, who we actually got offered. Yep, he's going to be my guy. I don't love it. I'll see you guys at the start of year 3. Have we done enough to compete with the Dallas Mavericks? That is the question that I am kind of pondering in my head right now, and honestly, I don't know the answer. On paper, this team is insane. There is no doubt about that, and if we were in the East, I guarantee we probably would have made at least probably one NBA Finals by now, but we are not. We're in the West, and we have to deal with the super team Dallas Mavericks that I obviously played a part in creating. Not ideal, but this offseason, oh good, I have an update. I'll fix that after. But this offseason, we obviously made another big splash, adding Domantas Sabonis, and right now I think we have the talent, at least on paper, to compete with that group over there in Dallas. So it is Brunson, Maxey, Flag, Markkanen, and Sabonis. Bench unit will be Kobe White, Derek Lively, Dalton Connect, Rui Hachimura, and Colby Jones. So that's what we're working with. Again, I think we are as good as anybody. We just have to kind of go out and prove that. So I'm going to go update this game, but I'll see you guys at the end of year 3. Luka has won a 3rd straight MVP. We go 66-16. Is that the best record in the West? I would confidently say yes in pretty much any other rebuild, but what I've done to the Dallas Mavericks and seen with the Dallas Mavericks makes me think not 100%. But Luka, another MVP. AJ DeBant still went number 1 overall to the Lakers. He's your rookie of the year. Ian Jackson, a 6th man of the year with the Celtics. Wemby wins 3rd straight DPOY. Hugo Gonzalez, most improved. Cade Cunningham, I think that's a 2nd clutch player of the year. And Mark Daigneault does win a coach of the year. Typically, that's a good sign. You can see we're the 1 seed here in the West. Dallas only won 55 games. Falling off a little bit there, Luka. All right, there's a look at the East. Let's go over some of the numbers real quick on the season. Brunson, Maxey, Flag, Markkanen, Sabonis, White, Connect, Lively, Hachimura, and Jones. Rebounds was Cooper Flag, and assists is going to be Sabonis. So, us in Portland here in round 1. I don't want to discredit them. I think there is absolutely no way this team is beating us, though. I think we're just way too good. Okay, it went 6. That makes me a little nervous. And Dallas got bounced in round 1 by Minnesota. Not to say Minnesota's full of scrubs. They now have Şengün somehow here as well, but I think we're the better team. I do. We split the first 2, win game 3, lose game 4. 2K. Please be serious with me today. Thank you. Oh my God. All right, it is time for the West Finals. It is us and the Golden State Warriors. They've obviously, changed a lot of things about their team, but Steph Curry is 39 years old and putting up 34.5 points a game in the playoffs so far. I mean, it's insane. All right, I think we're clearly better than Golden State. And no disrespect to them, but I think we are, much better. All right, it is time for the NBA Finals. It is us going up against Cade Cunningham and the Pistons. They were in the finals last year. I believe went to 7 games with Luka and the Mavs, but just couldn't get it done. But I think we're a lot better at this point, so I'm not really too worried. And up 3-0 in Detroit for Game 4, potential sweep on the verge of. And no, maybe not. Come on, thank you. Let's fight. All right, I'll see you guys in there. We've outscored the Pistons 28-15 so far throughout the fourth quarter, and we are now up by 8 points. And a potential sweep here of the Pistons. Make that 9 points now. So under 3 minutes to go. I want to make sure the starters are in the game. No disrespect to Kobe White, but we have a lot better players on this team than he is. So let's just make sure all of our guys are ready to go. Cade Cunningham gets the roll on that one. It is now a 7-point game. Thank you. Let's get the ball to Tyrese Maxey. And I think at this point, we're just going to kind of play cautious. But I know this game is probably, technically anyways, still within reach. So little 3 there from... Oh, I thought that I saw the green and I was like, is that not going to go? But no. Gets the roll. Unfriendly bounce, but a friend ends up going in. All right, Marcus Sasser leading the charge with this team right now. I don't know what I'm doing with Tyrese Maxey. I'm fucking around too much. All right. This is typically where I would talk about the team in real life, but obviously this team looks, pretty much nothing like the actual Oklahoma City Thunder. So, yeah, I guess we can chat about this team a little bit. Ooh, Sabonis and Lively in the game at the same time. Yeah, thanks for coming, pal. Ooh, Sabonis. I hit timeout. I guess I did. I didn't mean to hit timeout. Okay, let's make sure the starters are in this game right now. Okay, we're good there. My bad. I did not mean to hit timeout. We have 13 seconds left here. Jalen Brunson got 11 points and 11 assists on the night. Let's just pull a 3 with Jalen Brunson. I don't know why I'm playing like this game. It's like a 40-point lead because it's not. And this one is certainly not 100% over right now. So I'm going to try to focus a little bit. Cade Cunningham going to pull a long 2. Misses that one. Brunson gets his second board of the night. And, yeah, I guess at this point, let's run a little ISO here. Brunson on Cade Cunningham. Oh, my God. Put him in the fucking spin cycle. How do you do, Cade Cunningham? What a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson there. He was, having somewhat of a tough game, but you know what? I'll take it. I will take it. Brunson is just getting murdered on the defensive end, but misses that one. All right, let's go ahead, close it out here. Call for an ISO one more time, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little floppy here. I think I want Tyrese Maxey shooting this one. Can we get a good look off? Not a 3. It's a long 2. It bounces out, and I can't get that one to go. It's a bad shot. I should have just stepped back for the 3. They're going to kick it into Mackenzie and Baco. Is that, what the fuck? That was the weirdest looking. He like threw that one up underhand. All right, they want a full court press here. Yeah, I guess that's an idea. It's not a good one. This game's over. We end up sweeping the Detroit Pistons out of their own building, and Domantas Sabonis, 11, 11, and 11 is his stat line. He averages a triple-double. That has to be like the, I don't know what the right word is. This is, I don't want to say, it's not the worst triple, well, maybe it is the worst triple-double of all time. I don't know how to describe it. Like the smallest, I guess, triple-double, like the quietest. I don't really know the term. Nonetheless, we get a championship, and I'm happy about it because I was a little nervous because, I didn't even piece together that when I traded Chet Holmgren for Derek Lively, it gave, Luka and Kyrie like a 90-plus overall center. And I'm happy we didn't run into him because I don't know how that one would have went. But, yeah, we put together, obviously, an incredibly talented team. And this one was fun. I enjoyed the Thunder. I know it's not the hardest one in the world, but it's the one that gets requested the most. And we did it here today. So, of course, we're going to be continuing with this series, getting through all 30 teams. Let me know which one you want to see next down below in the comment section, along with any other video ideas you guys may have. So that's it for me. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.